Welcome back to Diabetes Management Center. We have our big bad boss fight this time around. Cutscene's actually pretty good, but if you don't want to watch it, I can understand.
Why did you kill my child?
And so by all means, click the annotation in the upper left corner.
I will ask you again.
If you have not yet clicked that. I do like this scene with Mundus. I've sort of talked about this before, but the way he's very understated in how he gets angry. I think this is pretty cool. And also like when he gets into a little bit of the philosophy of what he's doing, but well, we'll see that.
You seem to have all the freedom you need. The freedom to murder my heir.
I'm not talking about my freedom. I'm talking about mankind's.
Mankind. And what would mankind do with freedom, do you suppose? Because when I arrived, they had it. And what do you think they did with it? They fought. They killed. They starved. That brought prosperity. It brought structure. What have you brought? Besides violence, war, death.
See, that's kind of neat. I mean, this kind of thing has been done before, but yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I guess he's kind of right. Anyways, let the low blows commence.
You know, Amandus, you're right. It wasn't for mankind, it was for revenge. I gotta tell you, killing your child like that, watching it explode into little wet chunks, hearing you scream like one of you little demon bitches.
Ooh, yeah.
Priceless.
There's some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's murder. He's like there for moral support. You're doing a good job, Dante. Kalima. No, it's not anywhere near that cool.
Okay, let's shut this thing down.
Uh-oh.
What have you done?
Leave my brother alone.
And now for my personal favorite part of the cutscene. Wait for it.
You okay, Dante?
Cracks me up every time, no matter how many times I see it.
You're welcome.
Anyways, you knew that couldn't be the end. I have to say, I really do like Mundus' characterization, as I've sort of talked about already. But in the end, he still gets turned into a giant, scary monster thing. I guess it's to be expected. I do think the song here fits rather well, too. It's sort of like slow and lumbering. That works pretty well. Oh, whoops.
Sons of Sparda.
You ready for this? We can kill him now? Hellgate is shut.
Never! Any ideas?
You see that eye of his?
Yes.
There's another
Demon
great line
child
coming up.
had something like that. We start there.
We'll have to get it open.
You're an asshole!
Keep him busy. I'll try and
Shots
get
fired, man. Holy crap.
Don't attack him. Just stay alive until I expose his eye.
Alright, finally, gameplay. So, this is a boss fight that certainly falls into the category of so cinematic, rather than actually difficult. In fact, this is an incredibly easy fight. It's more for sort of the spectacle of it. You're like, oh, we're taking on this giant Transformers 2 monster.
Do something.
But, I don't know, it works alright. It is cool the way that you get sort of the synergy between the two brothers' power, but it is mostly like cutscenes and this kind of stuff. It's not really... You're not really involved in any sort of way, I guess. Sure looks nice, though.
Good save.
Teamwork.
Look, he's showing cracks. Dante, you see that?
Yeah, I see it. He's still in there.
We need to get in there and kill him. Come on, let's go.
So there is a point that we get to where we actually see a life bar, but... yeah.
Why was his body in
Mostly
there?
cutscenes still.
Mundus is merged with his physical body. That's why he's protecting it.
So if we kill his body,
We kill Mundus.
Makes sense. Also, in case you're wondering, you can't break these doors. Virgil has to kick them down. I can pull a freaking bus out of the way, but nope, can't kick down a door. Surprise!
no. Virgil! No! Ah! What have you done to him?
Alright, so we're about to get to the actual fight. And as you will see, it's very easy. What do? Well, basically you have to hit his hands. Once you deal enough damage to those, his eye will open up. But we'll get to that. Essentially at the beginning you are just damaging his hands. He doesn't really have a ton of different attacks that he can do. He slams the ground, he swipes at the ground, he sends out shockwaves, and that's really about it. He's actually pretty simple, and you might not even have that much of a problem killing him without taking a hit. I've done it before, but I don't think I ended up doing it in this take. Didn't think it was necessary to restart just to get a perfect boss fight, I guess. You'll notice you can see the little outline of where he's about to hit, so yep, it's not that bad. The shockwave there will hurt you, so watch out for that, but otherwise, just keep doing this. I'd say he was kind of disappointing for a final boss, but, well, without giving too much away, he's not actually the final boss. But we won't worry about that yet. In fact, I think you probably, if you've been watching the whole series, you probably have a pretty good idea of what the final boss is going to be. Alright, let's grab his eyeball. That's really all there is to say about this boss fight. It's really, really easy. We essentially now just play the waiting game until I can get enough hits on him to kill him. Nope, wrong way. Yep, and I ended up taking a tiny, tiny bit of damage there because I went the wrong way. How sad. How sad. Anyways, that is that. Let's grab his other eyeball. And yoink. Alright. Last part of the fight basically involves doing something similar to his face that we were doing to his hands. Oh look, I'm running in a straight line and not getting hit by his attacks. And get punched in the giant molten face. Oh snap! Alright, so that is Mundus dealt with.
We did it. I did it.
Oh yeah, friendship. Friendship taps. So, this is not actually the last episode. We have one more big boss fight coming up. And without spoiling it, I think you know what it's going to be. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. We got just the very end here. Yes, well said, Stevie P78. I will see you guys on the next one. Till then.